this offense. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
To throw, it's back. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Well, there are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood.
And the pass hits, picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boys, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ncaa. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. To the ground with the back. Ran through the contact. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Buys a little extra time. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Broncos are marching down the field. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter with the game scoreless.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go right back to it. Tackled after picking up the first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge, that are dogs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Beck. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's loose. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Here's the handoff. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
On the ground, it's Ncaa. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into long.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Oh, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Handoff to the lone back. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They give it to him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's dealt. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
They'll try to pick up the first. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's back. It's complete on the right side. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Georgia 14, Boise State.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. Bringing it back, it's Etienne.
The returner is tackled down at the 42, and the Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge...
He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap and you've got a touchdown on the board.
0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got it in the middle. It's Ncaa. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. They got him. It's a sack, and Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires it incomplete. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all day.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Turns it on in midfield. Can anyone catch him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Quarterback keeper. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Coming after it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense...
Oh, the fake, the up for room. They weren't fooled for a minute. He is nowhere close to the first down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, they thought they had...
Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for room, it's Singleton. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Handoff to the single back. And the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Leaves it with the running back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11.
Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Get set.
Fast motion from the offense. Here's the fly sweep. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
I love defenses that can gang tackle. How about the defense getting a lot of hats to the football? That receiver's a fast dude. With this defense, they've got a lot of teams beat themselves, and they showed it right there.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Martin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. When you turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
After that last completion, it's second down. They go to the ground. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave it the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Back to throw, it's Aller. They're bringing heat. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? He's bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and win games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. Unloads to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Brings up 2nd and goal. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Penn State 0.
On Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Marches ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Aller. Unleashes one. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
The offense hasn't been able to get it done on 4th down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt, just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
To the air, it's Aller. Looking deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Trying to get back in this game with that last score. It's a 13-point game as they're set to kick off. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Using his legs, it's Singleton. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They have given it up on all three of their previous fourth down tries. Can they keep the drive alive here? He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways. And on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Pressure coming. Buys a little time with his feet. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking for a huge play. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
And he could not get loose on the run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Trying to get to him. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half.
Practice moment.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Buckeyes will keep this drive going.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Smith. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A little screen to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offense
just destroying his way through the field. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
The give to the back. At the 15, he's loose. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And the #1 thing I'm thinking when I'm backed up like this is don't get a negative play. Create some space. Nice job by the offense. Nice run.
And as soon as you squirt through that hole, you can make a big play, and that's what they did there.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
The receiver, Martin, out advantage at the 38. First down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 26, Penn State 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Fakes his man out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass. It's Howard. They're trying to get to it. He looks that one in nicely. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially...
He lets one fly deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. Throwing right. Hauls it in. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. The hand to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Not only. Played by tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Second down coming up. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they got him for the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Yeah, I think if you're the head coach now, you start running the football. That's now the second pick you've thrown in the fourth quarter. You've got the lead. It's time now to try to ice the game.
Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're